Good afternoon. I wanted to do a quick video from my channel. If you think that the Western women are bad enough and their demands and what they are wanting in your life and demanding that you do and you comply with everything that they want, this is China, mate, and the demands that they have over there are 10 times worse than anything that you will put off over here. Have a listen to these.
I don't know. Maybe 200,000 yuan? My mom might not agree with that. Then how about 500,000? Still might not be enough. Yibai Mo Yuan? Maybe a bit more. 2 million?
She wants 2 million yuan just to marry her. Okay, not anything else. You haven't married her yet, just for the chance to marry her. You know, you have to give her parents 2 million yuan.
I really don't know. Sorry.
Now
My
look at this
minimum is
woman.
400.
Okay, have a look at it. Okay, come on now. Okay, but in her eyes, she is a perfect 10. She is a model. When she looks in the mirror, she sees a perfect 10.
99,000 yuan. All right, sounds like a business negotiation, doesn't it? It's not a business. Everyone needs some kind of
She
security,
wants 400,000
right?
yuan.
I hope my future husband won't want kids because I don't like
And she
having
doesn't want
children.
kids.
It affects my figure.
It affects
As
her
for the
figure.
preparations,
Oh, fucking
maybe
hell.
7 or 8 cars, like 2 Rolls Royces, 2 Ferraris, and then maybe 1 modest car. That should be enough. Also, my family is from Jiangxi, where bride prices are
Now remember,
relatively
none of
high.
these have the V
A bride
card.
price of 1 million
All of
yuan
these are
is still
used Putang
reasonable.
pie, bro.
That includes a car and a house. So, how much would it take to marry you? 1 house within the 3rd ring road of Beijing, and 1 million yuan in cash. Where I'm from,
Did you hear that? She wants a house like that in that particular area is probably $3 to $5 million yuan, and she wants $1 million in the bank for her. Okay, for her security. I swear, guys, they don't look at you as you.
10,000 yuan for each year of age. I'm 22 this year, so that would be 2.2 million yuan.
She wants 2.2 million yuan just to marry her because she's 22.
Before we dive into all of this, let us know in the comments where you're watching this video from. Connecting with viewers across the world is a huge source of inspiration for us. When you get married, do you expect a bride price? Of course. Can you estimate an amount for the bride price? I think with my conditions, it should be at least 5 million yuan.
5 million yuan. 5 million of their money. Okay? She wants a rock star, mate. She wants 5 million yuan. And you're trying to tell me that it's got the V card. It's not, like I'm telling you boys, the boyfriend that had just banged her, he doesn't have to pay for any of that. He doesn't have to do any of this. He's going to get that for free. But yet if you want to marry her, oh my God, well, you've got to pay.
Can you explain your conditions? I want someone who is at least 1.8 meters tall, owns a house and a car, and has an annual income of 1 million yuan. I mean your personal conditions, not your criteria for a partner. Oh, my personal conditions. Well, I graduated from university. I'm 1.7 meters tall. I live with my parents. I work as a receptionist and earn about...
I'm telling you, man, you can't make this shit up. Like, did you see the demands that she had for the man? You've got to have all of these millions of dollars, right? But she herself is a secretary, mate, earning 3,000 yuan a month and lives with her parents. And yet comes with the big demand of 5 million yuan and a house and a car. And like, these women are just, I don't know what they see when they look in the mirror. It must just see the big halo. They see a big halo above their head. They see their face all glowing in gold. They just think they're absolute gold, okay?
3,500 yuan per month. All right. So you're asking for about 5 million yuan as a bride price?
Here's another one.
Yes, I think that's a basic requirement. So how much would the bride price be to marry you? Around 2 million yuan. That much? Are your qualifications enough? If I meet a man, he needs to earn 700,000 to 800,000 yuan per month to support me.
Can you believe this shit? He needs to earn 700,000 to 800,000 a month to support her, just for what she wants. You see, when they look at you, gentlemen, they don't see you. They just see what they can get out of you, what they can, what prize money they can get. I call it prize money, and that's all they look at you as. They don't see you as a man. They see you as a huge big ATM that they're just going to make demands out of you. And if you can't do it, well, you can't have the putang pie. And every time you look at these kind of women that talk to you this way, remember, gentlemen, the boyfriend before you, yeah, he did not have to do any of this. And when it slipped out, she helped to put it back in again. So there's no, these women are incredible. Their fucking demands are insane, and they bring nothing to the table. They can't even cook you a meal. They can't even make you a coffee. They refuse to even make the bed. In fact, most of the time, these kind of women we're watching, they'll have you sleeping in the spare room. Okay, these are the kind of women that are out there, and you think that they're bad over here. Wait until you get to freaking China or you get to one of these other countries, bro.
That's a lot. That's just the basic requirement. So if a man doesn't meet these criteria, he can't pursue you? Of course not. The house must be at least 180 square meters, and he must
Look
own
at this
at least a
woman.
BMW 5 Series.
She thinks she's a model, mate.
500,000 yuan. I have 2 kids. 2 sons?
2 kids.
Yes, and my requirement is he must buy a house in the city. A house in the city? Yes. That's a really high bar. And you have 2 sons? Yes. That will make things easier in the future. You don't need to say...
You see, she doesn't think of you. She doesn't think of a marriage. She thinks what's better for herself. She is always thinking of herself, gentlemen. How can she better her situation? How can she get more money? How can she do better out of you? You are nothing more than an opportunity for her. You know, she comes with 2 children and is demanding a house in the city. Demanding it. You know, if you want to be with this putang pie, you need to pay a house. I wonder if the ex-husband had to pay a house, or the ex-boyfriend that had the 2 kids with. I wonder if she's already got a house that she took from him in the past, in the divorce, right?
Anything else? Less trouble. Also, the bride price must be 400,000 yuan.
What?
400,000 yuan for a bride price?
She wants money
Yes,
to marry
because I
her
want to
also.
ensure a stable future. That's a lot.
Oh my freaking
Your
God.
conditions, do you really think you'll find someone that good? If you're still watching, comment 1 so I know you're still with me. Q, what is your ideal boyfriend like?
Look at this
A,
woman.
handsome, good personality, owns a few houses, and his parents are dead. Q.
So even her, mate, even her, a total 3, a total 2, you know what I mean? She has huge demands. He has got to be rich. He's got to have many houses. He's got to be able to treat me like a princess. You know, look at the woman, mate. Like, it's insane. They think they're absolute models.
Parents are dead? A. Yes, because you know the relationship between mother-in-law and daughter-in-law these days is very complicated. In Beijing, the bride price is about 30,000 yuan. In Yunnan, it's around 70,000 yuan. What about Shandong? 170,000 yuan. In Jiangsu,
Oh,
the
these
bride
poor
price can
men,
go up to
mate.
800,000 yuan.
800,000
In Shanghai,
yuan.
180,000 yuan. In Guangdong, 120,000
That's insane.
yuan. In
That's
Jiangsu,
just to marry her,
200,000 yuan.
okay?
So, why don't you work harder? If you don't put in the effort, how will you ever marry the girl you love in the future?
You see, in her eyes, you need to work harder. You need to earn more money. You need to do more for me. Okay, it's all me with these women, mate. It's whatever they can get out of you, what their plans are. It's got nothing to do with your plans. They don't care about your plans. As long as it coincides with their plans, you won't have a problem. But if it does, then you're going to have a huge problem. No putang pie for you, because all of these women, mate, will use the putang pie. You will not be getting anything. You are going to be living like a monk and very, very alone and fucking sad. And all you're going to be doing is paying for all these women's expenses, mate. Because they're very, very expensive women. Like, these are not cheap women, mate. And they act like they're total...
How can you give her a stable home? Work hard for yourself to overcome your own laziness and for your aging parents.
So if you can't do what she wants, then you're lazy.
It's about the groom's
You're lazy.
attitude.
Imagine being married to one of these women, man, and you're doing your best, and they call you lazy.
And the whole time they've withheld all love from you. They have no affection for you at all, just demands. And you're not meeting them. So she'll call you lazy, and then she'll call you fat, and then she'll call you ugly, and then she'll call you old, and then she'll put them all together. You're fat, old, and ugly. You know, like these women will hammer you, mate, absolutely hammer you. You will age 10 to 15 years just by being with them, just by being married to them. And then when you want to get rid of them, you know what I mean? Like they're fucking done with you, you're done with them. It will cost you everything. They will take everything from you, including your children. If you've got children with them, forget it. You're not going to see them ever again, because that's what these women do.
Want to remind all my sisters, never marry a man you love deeply without asking for a bride price.
See that? Even your love. Even if you love the man deeply, don't marry him without getting money. Don't marry him without getting paid. They pass it on to each other, man. They pass this shit on to each other.
They actually, like, they sit there thinking they are so fucking good, mate. That pie, that poo-tang pie is so good, you know, because they don't treat him good, man. They're not talking about the man. They don't care about how to keep the man happy or what to do. They only care about what they can get out of you. And you can hear this over and over and over in these interviews. Not once do they say anything about the man. They always have their demands, and that's it.
The point of asking for a bride price isn't about the money. It's to see how his family treats you. For example, my best friend's husband comes from a family with 3 children. He's the youngest. Her parents were especially worried she'd suffer or be treated poorly after marriage. So they made it very clear, if he wanted to marry her, he had to first buy a house and pay a bride price of 100,000 yuan. Other small things didn't matter, but the house, non-negotiable.
So he's got to buy her a house and give her 100,000.
If his family couldn't meet those conditions, there would be no wedding.
Because that poo-tang pie is just so much worth it.
She didn't know what to do. She understood his family wasn't wealthy, but the two of them had been through so much together, they couldn't break up. So she told her boyfriend, why not try borrowing some money from friends first?
Wow.
Later, we'll pay it back together. Within a month, they managed to raise 300,000 yuan. They sent 100,000 to her father as the bride price, and used the remaining 200,000 as a down payment for the house. Unexpectedly, her father sent the 200,000 yuan back to her. He called and asked, was this money borrowed by his family? She didn't dare admit it, but her parents already knew. Her father told her, we didn't ask for the bride price for ourselves. The real purpose was to see how his family would treat you. At the very least, the fact they were willing to borrow money proves they value you. That means they won't mistreat you after marriage. Also, I'll give you 100,000 yuan as your dowry. This is the money you've been sending us monthly since you started working. We've saved it for you and never touched it. Our family can't appear stingy. At the very least, they need to know that your family loves and values you. If they ever intend to mistreat you, they'll think twice. After that call, my best friend truly understood. The meaning of a bride price isn't in the money. It's about revealing the true nature of everyone involved.
It's about the money, all right? You keep the money.
Summary video. Each festival season brings fresh pressure to get married. Recently, reporters in many provinces observed that many older single men in rural areas feel increasingly embarrassed by this issue. In some rural regions, 3 essentials for marriage, a car, a house, and the bride price, have each soared above 1 million yuan.
Jesus.
These have become towering burdens for many families, making life suffocating. For example, in northern Shanxi, some areas fix bride prices at 152,800 yuan, or 131,400 yuan, chosen because they sound like prosperity for two sides, or lifelong together. Such sky-high costs eventually fall on elderly parents.
Amazing.
For many villagers, saving money for their son's marriage becomes the main goal of the latter half of their lives. In tight-knit rural communities,
wow, man. So the whole family has to suffer in order to pay this woman, in order to give her enough money so that she's happy. Like they go into debt, man. They borrow from their friends and family in order to pay this woman her money and to pay the family money. Like it's insane. I've never
Never even heard of that, man. And I went over to China and everything like that. I've never even heard of bride price or anything like that. I suppose because I'm a foreigner, they didn't even, it's not in our concept. But imagine, boys, you got to actually pay for the woman just to acknowledge that she's going to marry you or be with you. And then you got to buy her a house, a car. You got to give her, all this hundreds of thousands of yuan in her bank account, which is their money. Okay, like seriously, this is huge money, just from a normal man's perspective, because he wants to get married to this person, and it is criminal. It is absolutely criminal. But this is what the men in China have to go to in order to get married. Quite amazing, a different culture, isn't it, compared to where we are in Australia and our Western world, where the concept of buying or paying to marry somebody is ridiculous, right? It's like hiring a prostitute or something like that. It's putting the same kind of thing. Anyway, give us a like, give us a tap on the, if you wouldn't mind. If you liked the video, thanks very much. And Lord Dobby, mate, Lord Dobby.